They are making a difference on 938 Live.
A passion for human development drives Samuel Tai. He set up Ren Gastronome amongst other social enterprises with the primary goal of providing employment for those in need. We'll be talking to him over 2 episodes of They Are Making a Difference about these enterprises and his own philosophy behind this nascent term, social enterprise.
I guess all of us know that there's always voices clamoring for social change, and some of it even spill into political rhetorics and reactions and things like that. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm looking at championing social change to just go to more than just talk and more than just having knee-jerk reactions, but to be able to set up platforms whereby we can invite every man and every woman to step up to the plate and be counted. So that is my goal, to set up platforms for people who are socially disadvantaged to come on board, to be able to find economic sustainability and social integration. So this is where we come from. As you know, we've set up Ren Gastronome, a cafe and a bakery, whereby because it is easy for people to gain entry into the F&B industry without any qualifications or education.
Right.
So these are to cater to people who would like to come into the F&B industry, whether on a full-time basis or on a part-time basis, and who wants to be a baker, who wants to be a chef, or who wants to be a front service provider, like customer service and things like that.
Right. So for Ren Gastronome, right now, who makes up the majority of your employees?
Okay, currently the majority of employees are people who are in the silver generation, people who are above 50s. So we have chefs who are in their 60s, like 63. And we also have most of them are in their 50s, from 52 to 58. So these are the category of people we work with. We used to work with also people who have kidney failure, especially people who since baby or toddler, they suffer kidney failure, whether congenital or not, and they find it very difficult to look for a job during their late teenage years or early 20s. So because they still have to go for dialysis, and their immune system is low, and they find it very hard to find a job. So we cater to these people as well in this bakery.
So you've set up other businesses other than Ren Gastronome that are social enterprises. Tell us more. Okay,
we have set up also an IT company known as Renaissance Technologies International, to cater for people who are interested in developing themselves in the IT. There are also people out there who we are working with an organization who are working with clients from the psychiatrically ill patients. And some of them are pretty high functioning. They could be IT engineers, some of them are teachers who suffer mental breakdown, or they suffer from schizophrenia or different kind of psychiatric illnesses, and find it very hard to reintegrate back into the marketplace, into society. So we set up some of these more professional platforms whereby they can still find a place whereby they can serve in the IT industry, but without the stress. They can work in an environment whereby it is well protected. It is more nurturing, so that they can slowly find their feet back into society.
What was the trigger or stimulus for you to set something like this up? Because it's really quite unique, trying to match these two dots.
Yeah. So sometimes, because I do quite a lot of career coaching, I do a lot of social development work. And so when we work with different charities as well, and I begin to look at the different needs, the different folks with different strokes, and if there's sufficient needs in that particular area, then I will look for a few people to work together to set up a certain platform, like the IT platform, to set it up so that we can start to employ some of these people who are psychiatrically ill, or even people who are being retrenched in their 60s or in their 50s, and yet they couldn't find re-employment, so we employ them as well. So as long as there's sufficient critical mass of the socially disadvantaged who would like to come on board this particular platform, we will set it up.
Now, Sam, From what I'm hearing, it sounds like your philosophy of business is, or rather your approach to business is really very different. I think even a lot of people who are in social enterprises, who have set up social enterprises, might not agree with with the approach that you're taking, because bottom lines to them is still the most important for them to be able to be of any service to their beneficiaries. So have you found this approach fulfilling, and do you think it's sustainable?
Well, surely it's definitely counterintuitive from the current from the business perspective. And if you were to ask me whether it is fulfilling, I guess my answer would be similar to that if you were to ask a bird whether it finds chirping fulfilling. So as for me, human development is in my blood. It's my faith, my passion, and I see it as my calling. So it is fulfilling from the standpoint where you are able to help someone to be less socially and economically disadvantaged, to be able to help fellow human beings to find a sustainable social and economic footing in society again. That said, it really takes a lot of single-mindedness, commitment, personal and financial sacrifice, hard work, risk, to really make a difference in setting up social enterprises.
Yeah.
I guess not everyone can find fulfillment in this kind of sacrifice and hard work, but I do somehow, strangely, because it is part of the process of making a difference. So it is part of the whole package.
And that was Samuel Tai. He set up Ren Gastronome. Tomorrow we'll be discussing with him about conflicting ideas of social enterprises in the industry. This has been They Are Making a Difference. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daphne Lim.
They are making a difference on 938 Live.